Hi guys, welcome to Slopes Podcast. We have our first official podcast with my boy Ryan, Hunter, and Jacob. So yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome Ryan, Hunter, and Jacob to the podcast.
Happy birthday to Jacob, by the way.
Oh yeah, and today is March 1st, so it is the day we're recording this is Jacob's birthday. Yeah. All right, so we got a banger for y'all today. It's going to be talking about wrestling. Ryan has been a big fan of wrestling since he's growing up, and he can tell you all about that. Just give like a quick intro.
And I am a wrestler, so.
So yeah, that is true. Ryan is a wrestler.
Yeah.
We have Gatorman Casey. We talked about him.
That's not my name, you'll work.
What is your name now?
The name is supposed to be Billy the Goat.
Billy the Goat. We have Billy the Goat in the interview. Let's go, y'all. So yeah, basically,
What happened was your dad actually messaged, I think it was Sarah, and told him, you do realize that someone's got the Gator Man. He might have to change his name. Your dad kind of saved me from getting into trouble. And the rest
for
of
context, Sarah is his girlfriend, just so y'all know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Ryan, when you was a kid, you grow up around wrestling and everything like that. We've all grown up around wrestling. So how has that been an experience for you? Yeah.
Growing up around wrestling, I would say has shaped me into the person I am today, making me just absolutely obsessed with it, making me become a wrestler. I grew up probably, I want to say, since I could actually realize what was happening, probably since around age 3 when I actually realized what was going on in the world. I watched wrestling, I was like, that's cool.
That's what I want to do.
I was like, that is so cool.
Okay, cool. What about y'all? Wait, y'all. I'm gonna take the mic out.
Gonna rotate the hot seat.
Here you go. All right, we're gonna have.
Yeah, we could rotate the hot seat if
that's
you want.
fine. We're gonna take the mic and have.
So am I answering what got me into wrestling?
Yeah. What made you get into wrestling?
John Cena really. John Cena inspired me to watch wrestling.
It's the best answer ever.
Not gonna cap.
Get the off that.
But
What?
but Randy Orton is my favorite wrestler. But
Randy Orton?
yeah, Randy Orton's my favorite. But John Cena got me into it. I remember going to play football in 3rd grade and then always rushing home from practice on Mondays to get back for Raw. If I wasn't home on time, I was pissed. I had to hear the intro, but I'm gonna pass it on to Fish. Appreciate it.
So my experience to getting into wrestling was actually the first time I remember watching wrestling was at his house in his mansion at the time.
Yeah, I used to be rich for like a couple years, then I went really broke.
All right, but then we watched a pay-per-view over there, and it was CM Punk making his entrance, and I just know that at the time he hated CM Punk and he hated CM Punk, and so I was like, all right, I hate CM Punk. Okay.
And
then
sorry, I wasn't.
no, you're fine.
I remember instinctively what happened after we all started watching wrestling for I think the first week. It went from watching wrestling to us beating the absolute heck out of each other for just no reason. We would just be like, "Oh yeah, I'm Triple H," and I'm talking about we just slamming each other.
The pedigree.
But yeah, like I remember back in the day, I'd be on the school bus and saying, "Man, I hope I don't miss Raw." And people would ask me, "Oh, what time does it come on?" I'm like, 7 at night. But yeah, dude, like I've loved wrestling for so long, and just what got me into it, who got me into it was John Cena. Like I love the inspirational promos. Got me, man. They got me.
It's the best answer.
All right, cool. We're gonna go back to. All right, that's pretty much question 1. Is what made you love wrestling? What made you got into it? My answer is
I want to start off with y'all. I want to start off question number 2 because I get the best answer.
With question number 2. I love wrestling since Chris Benoit, but that's an unpopular opinion. He was my first wrestler, and then I found out what he did, so Triple H. Yeah. All right. Question number 2 is what was a childhood memory from wrestling?
You weren't here for this, but they were. So what we did, I don't remember what year it was, but there was a super show back in the Mobile Civic Center.
Oh well, that's one of the questions actually.
What?
Have
you ever been to a wrestling event number 3?
Yeah. That's one of them.
We'll use that for the January thing. But
Okay.
It was, I don't remember what year it was, but Sam and Jacob went with me, and we had conveniently at the time. I won't lie. At the time, John Cena was my favorite wrestler. I have a different favorite wrestler now, but conveniently the letters in C Nation had like 9 letters, and we had 9 people And I'm telling you, everybody was so mad at us because we were like front row with giant posters, C Nation, like a whole wall blocking it out. And I'll never forget this. It was Alberto Del Rio came and stole my sign, ripped it out of my hands, and for everybody's reference, they don't like run that by you and let you know it's happening. They just did it. Like they didn't run that by any of us. They just ran up and stole my sign, and then John Cena chased him down and beat the crap out of him and gave him my sign back. And they know this from their witnesses too. They had he gave me a wristband. One of the wristbands straight off his arm. I've got it at home still.
You see that? You see? I can't even point to it. You see this thing right here that's on the screen?
The foam finger.
The foam finger. That is from that event.
Where's the shirt at? I thought you had the shirt.
Philip has it.
Really?
Yeah, and he has a hat too. He stole it from us.
Really? Dang. Wow.
His brother, for context. But yeah.
Them two. Or you?
Yeah. Do y'all have any input? Like, have you ever been to a wrestling event
I
besides?
kind of answered that with my last
What was a childhood memory from wrestling? Did you already? Yeah, you already answered that basically.
I
Okay.
mean, well, I actually got one.
Okay. Here you go.
I remember one time, way back, probably around 2010s, around that time. I remember going to an event. I don't know if it was in Pascagoula or Pensacola, but my mom dropped her camera, and Randy Orton picked it up and started taking pictures, and then gave the camera back to my mom. So it's pretty cool, and that's what inspired Randy Orton to be my favorite wrestler because it was pretty cool.
Just,
Because he hit
just
on
for
your mom?
reference.
Not that he hit on my mom, it was the fact of, I mean, Randy Orton would be a cool ass dad, but
Just-
you know.
Randy Orton would be a cool dad. I gotta give him that.
But
It's like the one step that I don't think it might happen because if you ever try to be like, you're not my dad, hark you! Clean your room. You're not the boss of me. Hark you! He starts doing the thing. Wham, 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 wham.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool because it's like, that's a memory that I'll forever have because
For the record, I don't think you went to Pensacola. It was probably Pascagoula because, knowing you, you're probably not going to travel far. Pensacola or like, what did I say? I'm thinking of a whole different place.
I was young. I didn't drive. I didn't
I
give
thought he
it.
said Pennsylvania, I got mistaken.
If I went,
Pensacola's only an hour away from where we are.
yeah, but man, I wouldn't care. I was going to a WWE event. I was young. I don't care how long it took to get there.
All right.
I wasn't driving.
Don't be there.
I'm gonna be there.
Is it question 3?
But yeah, I guess it's question 3.
All right, cool. We can continue after that. Have you ever been to a wrestling event? Well, we can all. Me and Ryan can pretty much answer this one.
No, we all can answer it.
Because we all went to Sunday Stunner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was like
that could be our
January.
answer.
It was like January 25th, I think it was.
Something like that, but
Wait,
I mean, it
what?
was the best
It was in June.
Was it?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
in June.
okay, never mind.
Memories real quick. Get the right date.
Dude, you know I
June
have short-term
25th
memory.
of last year, 2023, we went to Sunday
Sunday
Stunner.
Stunner, and I met my current favorite wrestler there. Well, I didn't meet him, but I seen him in person for the first
June
time.
25th.
My
Yep.
favorite wrestler is L.A. Knight.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He doesn't like L.A. Knight, but he supports him whenever I like him. So, but we saw a bunch of new wrestlers there. It was very recent. That was probably the first time we went to a wrestling event in a long time.
Yeah, in a
Any of us.
long time, bro. As adults,
It
it's
wasn't
way better.
really different. The only thing that was different was the superstars. That was it.
Yeah.
The feel never changed. It was like nothing. It felt like I hadn't missed a single skip in my lifetime. It just the only thing that was different was the wrestling.
Going to a wrestling event makes you feel
June
like a
25th.
kid again.
Exactly.
It makes you feel like
It really did.
like that the kid just comes out of you like you just
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't like there was like the only thing that was different was the wrestlers. There was not the like the setting didn't feel different. The time, like nothing felt different. It just felt like you didn't skip a beat. It felt like you were 8 again. You know what I mean?
Maybe because the only thing different, we weren't front row.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't front row.
The
We
only
were
thing-
almost front row, but
It's also
entirely.
different because those concession stand prices hit different.
Yeah.
They
Nah,
did.
nah.
Yeah, it's fucking $18 for a pizza.
Yeah, so
Jesus
so
Christ.
Charlotte Flair was screaming like tables. Like the whole crowd, she was mentioning that like the whole crowd wanted tables, and we was all screaming it, bro.
10,000
I think
people
Hunter should tell the
chanting
story.
tables.
Well, no, we can't say that. About
What?
the Santos Escobar, we can't say
No,
that.
we can't say that.
He had a wardrobe malfunction at
Yeah.
the show,
Yeah.
and we seen it like
Well, unfortunately,
Very
only
clearly.
you and Hunter seen it. Me and Jacob
yeah,
are too
yeah,
far
they
back.
didn't see it, but yeah,
Me and Jacob
it
are too far
happened.
back,
We're
but
not
you
gonna act like
two
it didn't
seen it.
happen. I'm scarred from it. Yeah. So, but we'll move on to question number 4. WWE or AEW?
I have a good motive behind my answer.
Okay.
My answer is WWE over AEW, hands down, but it's not for a bad reason. Not just because, like, oh, well, I think WWE's better. I think that AEW has really good talent, and I like what they're doing. They're giving the old super like WWE is. I will admit their fault. They do only push the young superstars,
It's a young man's game.
which is understandable. Yes, it is a young man's game, but AEW likes to give the old people who still have what it takes. They give them chances, like badass Billy Gunn and Chris Jericho, and like yeah, and all those old superstars, the guys who are old but they still got it. They give them chances. They give them like championships. They give them really big pay per view events, and they give the young guys good matches too. But the thing with AEW is they don't tell somebody no. So what AEW is if somebody is doing a really dangerous move and you know they can't perform it, they won't say no. So like I saw CM Punk when he was still in AEW try to do a buckshot lariat, and he about broke his neck because he's not in that shape anymore and he can't do it. But AEW didn't want to tell him no, and they really should have because they didn't go for the greater good. They were trying to injure somebody. Well, they weren't trying to. I won't say that was their goal because that probably wasn't their goal, but they didn't say no when they really should have. And plus, their matches, they don't have as much of a storyline behind them as WWE's do. WWE's matches have a better storyline, and it's got a better delivery. The matches are. I'm gonna say that the match type, and just the hype behind the matches for AEW and WWE are both equally matched. Like if you watch either match without reading the storyline or without looking into any of that, and you just watch the match, you're like, that's a really good match. Either company, but WWE just has better storyline and they just have better delivery on it. Everything's perfect timing in WWE. So that's why I pick AEW.
Okay, interesting. What y'all?
That's why I picked WWE. I just listed all the good stuff about WWE. I was like, that's why I picked AEW.
That's like Pat McAfee and the Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah, he sang the whole song. I'm going for Alabama.
I'd say, honestly, WWE because I feel AEW's too new, even still, and they haven't built their credibility up enough for me. Yes, I've watched, and yes, I do think that what they do is cool, like with all these flippy, insane stunts. But like, if that's your only move to get me interested into your product, that's not good.
That's a good point.
It's not good enough for me. I need storyline. I need drive. I need emotion. I want to. When I watch something, I want to feel something. AEW simply doesn't do that for me.
That's a really good point behind it. That's a very good point.
I picked WWE. Like everybody here, we've all watched AEW just to give it a try, and it's a good show. But it just doesn't hit the same as WWE. Maybe that's just like our childhood instinct, just WWE from the start to finish. I can't go to a different company.
I can side with that.
But yeah, that's the only reason AEW is really good, but I just can't ditch WWE.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pass it over to Sam.
Okay.
Watch Sam be like AEW.
WWE style because of the storylines, Tribal Chief stuff. Number 5, Edge or LA Knight, Ryan? Which one are
Okay,
you
so
picking?
the reason they have put this question on here was just to kind of make me stressed out. Was because before LA Knight came along, Edge was my favorite wrestler. He always has been. For like ever since 2011. 2011. I was gonna say this. I was gonna say this for number 3, but I wanted to do something that most of us have been through. I didn't want to do the January thing because I wanted that to be from
It's January. It's
June.
Just leave me alone. I didn't want to do because I have been to WrestleMania back in 2011, and that was when I first started liking Edge, which was really bad timing, by the way, because in 2011, it was WrestleMania 27, and I went to watch Edge fight Alberto Del Rio for the heavyweight championship. What I didn't know at the time was because I was so little, it was Edge's last match, like ever, for 9 freaking years. I didn't get to see my favorite wrestler no more. He had just became my favorite wrestler at the time. So it was like 9 years I went without seeing, so I had to watch all the old matches, and all that did was make me love the guy more. He was so good, and he is so known for his hardcore matches and everything. But then this new guy comes along. His name is freaking L.A. Knight. He's got charisma. He's got smack talk ability. He's got wrestling ability. He's got in-ring ability. He's got out-ring ability. He's got it all. And the thing is, he's got the whole crowd behind him too. No matter what it is, if he could get a chant going, they'd go with it. I know they would, because he's got and when he says those 3 magic words, the whole crowd says it, and you just hear them roar. It's like an earthquake went off in there. So my favorite wrestler currently is LA Knight, but it used to be Edge.
Honestly, I choose Edge, only because
I don't know how to take the thing out.
you're fine. Edge has done it for me. You know, LA Knight, yeah, he's new. He's hype. You know, he's there, but like Edge has been doing it longer, and he's consistent with his work. It's like Edge will make you feel something. LA Knight, not per se. I mean, he will, yes, but not as much to a degree as Edge will.
Are you done yet? Because I forgot one other thing. And this is not just to dig at you, but if you go back, LA Knight did wrestle a lot in TNA and Underground Wrestling, and I did go back and watch those. I'm not just here for his WWE run. I was here for I wasn't watching it at the time, but when I heard about this guy, I went back and watched him in Impact Wrestling and TNA as Eli Drake, and this dude has been awesome on the mic. He is awesome on the mic. Awesome. He's really good. When he was young, he's still good now, and he's only 40. Like, this dude's awesome.
Yeah.
That's all. All right. I think that's all I had to say.
All right. What about you, Hunter?
I feel like
He's just gonna say Edge because he doesn't like LA Knight.
no, LA Knight is a good wrestler, but he just still hasn't proven himself to me. So Edge is like, he's done everything he could do in the business, and like there's just no going against Edge because like Edge and LA Knight, you can't go against him other than the Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Who?
Yeah.
Who? Oh man, I don't think he said a name I don't know. He said, "Who's Brock Lesnar?" Who? Who's Brock Lesnar?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I was like, who?
Roman Reigns.
All right, y'all.
Let me look that up and see if this is a guy.
All right. Number 6. Favorite finishing move.
I got this one. The 3 most destructive words in all of sports entertainment. RKO.
Yeah. All right, no. So this is gonna be crazy, but yeah, my favorite finisher for the longest time was the spear. I'm not gonna lie, it was. That was before even Edge was my favorite wrestler. Like I'm talking, I used to watch Batista do the spear and Big Show, and it was always my favorite move. It just was such a cool move, and I started doing it when I first started wrestling. Which, by the way, I don't have a finisher move right now. We're still working on it because I've kind of abandoned the spear. It doesn't. The spear's not going to work with my new persona. It's just not.
It's good for your big.
Do like a big boot or something.
I think I want to do something big, like a power move.
So
like a power
yours
bomb
was a
or
spear?
choke slam. No, my favorite finisher. Now that I'm actually a wrestler, I watch things from a wrestler point of view. It looks really painful, but it's actually not because I've done it to people, and someone's actually done it to me. I'm not going to say who, but props to the guy who ever lifted my big ass up because I'm 270 pounds. So whoever lifted me up, props to that guy if he's watching. But my favorite move is called the lumbar check. It's where like you pick them up for a back body suplex, but then you drop them midair, and then you drop on your back and put your knees up. And their knees go straight in the back. If you've never seen a lumbar check, look it up on YouTube. It is the most deadly looking move ever. There is not
You basically just drive your knees into their back.
and it's not painful at all. I promise it's not. But I'm telling you, just look at it, and it looks like it breaks you in half. It doesn't hurt, but it looks like it does. I promise. And I've done a lot of moves. I've taken a lot of moves in wrestling. I don't think any of them look more destructive than a freaking lumbar check. It looks so cool.
Mine's the spear. What's yours, Jacob?
Yeah, you just got straight to the point. I had to draw all that out. He's just over
He's
there.
tuning up the band.
Tuning up the
Sweet Chin
band.
Music.
The band! Sweet Chin Music, baby!
All right. I got you.
No. When you know that band's tuning up, you know the match is about to be over.
Yeah, until
Not the super kick nowadays, the Sweet Chin Music.
Yeah, I was about to say the super kick starts right after the lockup. Bell ring super kick. That move is so overused. That right there, see, and it's not his fault. I like Shawn Michaels. But because they overuse that move, it just is so stale. And they haven't stopped. They need to stop using that move.
Okay. I got you one. Best commentator.
Hold on, best comment.
Is that on the list?
Pat
No, pull one. Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee!
Over Jim Ross?
Jim Ross
Yeah,
all
I was
day.
fixing.
Pat McAfee.
I'm going with Jerry. I'm going with Michael Cole because that dude just can say words without even thinking about
It's
it.
got to be Jim Ross, Michael Cole.
Or
and
Jerry
then-
Lawler.
Or Pat McAfee.
And Jerry Lawler, and then Pat McAfee.
Yeah, Pat McAfee's at the bottom of the list, dude.
No, Corey Graves is at the bottom.
Dude, I freaking hate Corey
No,
Graves.
the new Irish dude. He's all the way down.
We need to get Hornswoggle as a commentator for Corey Graves.
All right.
Hornswoggle, where
All right,
you
He
at?
could never talk though. He was ah.
They still did better promos.
All right.
Can't
Question-
say any words with a good promo.
Question number 7. First pay-per-view memory that you remember watching.
This is still my favorite match to this day. I will not deny it. I love this match to the day I die. It's not the first one I've watched, but it's the one I remember the most. I think it was WrestleMania. I can't remember the exact WrestleMania, but you can find out if you just look at the match. It is Hulk Hogan versus The Rock.
Oh my
Hollywood
gosh,
Hulk Hogan versus The Rock is in my mind, that is the best match in the history of wrestling. And because a lot of people say that Hulk Hogan wasn't good and everybody else made him good, I don't know if that was the case in that match or if it was The Rock that just took or both of them did it. All I know is that is the best match I've ever seen in my life, and nothing will beat it. And I'm talking like that beats my favorite wrestlers: Edge, John Cena, LA Knight. That beats all of them. I love that match with all of my heart. That is my most favorite match.
What about y'all?
All right, so this circles back to when my first ever wrestling memory at his house. So it was like WrestleMania something. It was one of the Triple H versus Undertaker matches, and it was their no holds barred.
Yeah. That's my pick.
Wait,
bro.
hold on.
That was
Wait.
the best match I
Hold
had
on.
ever seen.
For people that don't know, and I know it's not the one that I'm thinking of, but people don't know, Triple H and Undertaker have actually fought 3 times at WrestleMania, not 2. I know I was there for one of them at WrestleMania 27. 28, I wasn't there for. I think that's the one. Was it the one with the Hell in a Cell?
It was the no holds bar match.
Yeah, we watched that on the TV at your house.
That I was at that one. So I know you're not talking about the one with the Hell in a Cell. I know you're not talking about the one from like 2008. So, yeah, look it up if you don't believe me. Triple H and Undertaker have fought before like the other 2 matches. Like they have fought before. I promise you, they have. They fought like I think it was 2008 or 7. It was something in the 2000s. But they fought before at WrestleMania. It wasn't as good as the other 2 matches, but it was a really good match. But I know which one you're talking about now. You're not talking about the Hell in a Cell. That was the one I wasn't there for. But you're talking about the one where
I'm talking about the one where he spine busters the Undertaker on steel steps.
yeah, that was the one I was at. That was WrestleMania 27.
Sam,
I was
you
there
got the copy of the disc.
What?
at
When
WrestleMania
we were
27,
going
don't you?
through your
Yeah,
stuff,
I
you
had
it,
to-
You
brought
got
it out.
WrestleMania
It's
27.
in here.
The only problem
It's in
is
your
you will
movie
never
collection.
find me, even if you try your hardest to look, because number one, I was like, I don't know, 8 probably, and I was like a million times smaller than I would ever be now. And number 2, I was literally up in the nosebleeds. You wouldn't see me if you had X-ray vision.
No, it's in an actual.
Yeah, you wouldn't see me if I had X-ray vision. But I get what match he's talking about, and I know why, because it was a really good match.
It was.
Yeah. But what about you, Hunter?
Well, I'm gonna go off and go back off to like what Ryan said. And I know it's not my first pay-per-view, but it's the one that I just remember the most, like very much. WrestleMania 24 in 2008. I watched that shit over and over and over and over again, and that's when CM Punk won the Money in the Bank when it was still at WrestleMania.
Yes.
It was really good one.
Are you talking about the one where it was Triple H, Randy Orton, and John Cena? Triple threat match?
I think so. Yeah.
That was a really good match, yeah. Sam.
And Big Show also fought Floyd Mayweather at that one.
Dude, Big Show got handed to him. He got his butt handed to him.
All right, y'all ready? Here we
Yeah,
go.
What's yours?
Same one as Jacobs, because I watched that with him.
Yeah.
I still remember that match vividly.
That match was
Or Hell in a Cell, Shawn
Favorite-
Michaels.
Favorite weapon?
Hold on, wait. I'm almost done with that.
Stevie questions?
So Hell in a Cell, special guest referee Shawn Michaels.
That wasn't okay. So you're talking about he's talking about the one before that. You're talking
Yeah.
about the one after.
Yeah.
That
That
was-
one was a good match.
That was
They were
called.
both bangers.
What that was called?
Sweet Chin Music, Pedigree.
Dude, he kicked
He's
out
gonna
the
do it.
finisher.
1, 2, kick out! Yeah.
I don't.
That was
No,
Raw at its
I don't
finest.
think I ever seen that.
That match-
I just seen the I seen the picture of like.
You haven't seen that match?
Like Triple H. And,
We might need it in this
we-
survey.
I-
Put
I-
that on, dude.
Oh, we can react to it actually in the next video.
We
on
could,
the reaction
yeah, hey,
channel.
hey,
we can
hey.
react to
That's
it.
what we
Stay
need. We
tuned.
need to watch that match.
You know,
We can
stay,
react to it.
stay tuned. Press that like and follow button.
Press that like and subscribe button.
Like that, bro. I'm
I'll put
serious.
all of our
I've
social
seen
medias in
clips,
the
I've never
in the
seen the full
description.
match.
But yeah.
Gotta watch it.
On to the next question. Number 8. Favorite weapon.
This is gonna sound like a dumb question, but I need to ask, and you guys can laugh at me if you want. But we're talking about like wrestling weapons, right?
Yes.
Okay, I thought we were talking about thought it just changed the whole thing like Call of Duty weapons. I was like, oh crap. All right, so my favorite weapon, Hmm. I'm gonna say the trash can.
Trash can.
that's funny.
Valid.
Because the trash can to me is so funny because it's like they hit somebody with it and you see their face just fold around it and it's just so cool.
All
You
right.
see the face just absolutely melt around the trash can. It's
All
so
right,
awesome.
Jacob. What about you?
I'd say the kendo stick because it does the most damage.
And what about you, Hunter?
I have
a piece of pizza.
I have two because I can't really think which one. I remember that chair back in the day. They would do a bunch of stuff with the chairs, like they put their arm in it and their leg in it, their head in it and stuff, and that was really cool. And then also the ring bell. They would actually go hit them with it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. The ring bell, dude. I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, when they had that one in the game, that one was really
They
fun. But
used to pick up the ring bell. Wing,
yeah, 2K, you need to do better. Put the ring bell back as a weapon.
Hopefully they did it in 2K24.
So yeah, actually in a week it releases.
Yep.
2K24. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. See if it's good. Let us know.
We're gonna be the best comp players on there.
yeah. Come on,
You act like you're eating in front of them.
come on, dog. Let's go.
I know. That's the point. That was the point of the joke.
Hey, food brings views.
Hey, all I'm saying is, my favorite weapon was.
Don't eat it all.
Ryan's
your
eating
favorite
pizza
weapon?
for context. My favorite weapon is a sledgehammer because of Triple H
Oh,
and
yeah.
how he used it so much.
Yeah, the
so
sledgehammer was not the weapon unless Triple H was using it.
That's
No-
facts.
nobody,
I agree. That's a good one.
nobody else could use the sledgehammer. Triple H is the only person that could use it. And I remember that vividly because he broke into Randy Orton's house with that.
Have you
crap.
guys noticed? Hold on,
He
wait.
broke into Randy Orton's house
Hey.
with that crap.
Have you guys noticed that since Triple H doesn't wrestle anymore, they don't even use the sledgehammer? I haven't seen it once
He
now.
Nah,
said- he
I've
said-
never seen it
he
used at
said,
all.
I'm retired, Dash.
I haven't. Now that
Yeah.
I think about it, that hasn't been seen once.
Because, like Hunter just said, now that I'm retired, it's retired.
Well, he was retired, and I know it was in a different company, but Cody Rhodes did it in AEW, and he used that to break Triple H's throne.
Well, yeah, it was symbolic.
Okay, all right.
That was meant to be a dig at it, though, so I
Yeah.
can understand
What's
that.
the-
But I'm talking about like in a
Yeah,
match
yeah.
hasn't been used.
Question number 9: best theme song.
All right,
That-
all right,
hold on,
no,
whoa,
no,
I need to start some.
No bias here. No, you can't just because it's your favorite wrestler.
I just need to say for the string, this is fixing to start an argument. Just right now, this is fixing to start a big
No,
argument.
it's just everybody's individual opinion.
And you know it's still going to start an argument, though.
Okay, let's go. Who wants to go
It's
first?
either Randy Orton or John Cena.
You go
Not
first.
John Cena's Randy Orton.
Word Life by John
It's
Cena.
Randy.
It's not the
I like
word
that.
life John Cena.
Yeah,
It's
but
not.
his is iconic.
It's
The
not.
no, his original.
That's the best one.
Or you can
Best
just say
John
your
Cena theme
favorite
song.
theme song.
No. D-Generation X.
Okay, that's valid. That's a valid take.
I'm gonna go, and I'm not
I'm
just.
going with
I'm not
Randy.
going with my favorites,
I'm
even
going
though
with
I do
Randy.
love Edge's theme song. I love Edge's theme song.
Honesty.
My favorite theme song of all time is CM Punk's. That's
Okay,
it.
Which
this
one?
fire
Cult of
burns.
Personality or
What?
Fire
This
Burns?
fire burns.
Cult of Personality.
That's valid. Okay, that's valid. What about you, Hunter?
Randy Orton.
Okay. Cool.
That was coming.
All right.
I mean,
Question number 10 is
Wait, what was yours?
Thugonomics.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
was
right.
a valid song because all the gimmicks and everything, which we'll
Word
get
life.
into. At number 10, favorite gimmick.
LA Knight.
Hmm.
LA Knight.
I would agree with that, but I want to go a little bit further back.
I know I keep saying Randy Orton for all these, but you cannot go away from the bald Randy Orton.
I will say that right now. That was the best persona. One of the best personas I've ever seen in my life was the bald Randy Orton. He fit that role just so well, dude.
But if I want to, I'll say that is the actual one. But if I'm gonna go off of Randy, I have to think about it.
Okay, I think favorite gimmick. I'll have to think about that. Go ahead, Ryan.
Y'all might not even know this guy, but I'm going way back. I'm gonna go with Papa Shango from like the
Oh my.
1980s. This dude had like a witch doctor persona, and they went so in detail with it. What they would do is like, say Sam was like really good, he was on top of wrestling, and Papa Shango would come out like shake his little weird like smoky skull thing, and then Sam would come down with some kind of like really big sickness, and then he couldn't wrestle anymore, and they would just play into that, and it was such a good persona, and I loved it.
Wow, that must
Now I might have been born in
two.
2003, but I went back in time with wrestling. I'll go back to the 70s, dude.
I think my favorite gimmick, if I didn't pick Randy, is how they used Kane and brought him as Undertaker's brother.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing.
I would say I'm biased, but Roman Reigns tribal
Oh my
chief
God.
persona. is the best evolution I've seen in a character in a long time. Yeah, Tribal Chief.
All right, next.
Next question. What about you, Jacob? Favorite gimmick?
He said DX.
DX? Okay, that's valid.
He didn't hear him?
He said
Yeah,
LA
he said
Knight.
LA Knight or DX, yeah.
Okay.
Favorite theme song was DX.
Hey, DX.
No, because listen, when I was in my truck the other day, out of nowhere, I was just listening to rock music on shuffle on Spotify, and then out of nowhere, are you ready?
Okay.
I was like, I'm ready.
All right. Number 11. Best heel / face.
I'm going to start this off.
Best heel has got to be
Roman.
Randy Orton, the bald version. Got to.
Well,
Now, I'm not just saying this because he said it. The best heel I've ever seen in my life is the bald Randy Orton. That is the best heel.
I think
in the business,
I agree.
There's no one better than the bald Randy Orton. Everybody in favor of bald Randy Orton, I got my hand up right now.
I agree.
Yeah, see. But we're all allowed to have other opinions, I'm just saying. Everybody who says that's the best one,
Now,
right there, just stick it up.
It is Roman Reigns. I have to
Nope.
give it to him.
Today,
I
these
disagree.
days, is Roman.
No,
These days.
I disagree with that statement. But
Who?
He's the best
The
heel.
be-
That's why
the-
you don't like him.
No.
Who-
I don't
who's
like
the-
him because he's not a good wrestler. I actually think
Who's the heel today?
Dominic Mysterio.
Okay,
Oh,
that's fair.
yeah.
Because everybody boos him. That's,
Yeah.
that's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Big time.
Dominic Mysterio.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't like Roman Reigns because he's not a good wrestler. When
All
I
right.
watch it, I can see flaws in
Best
him.
face is John Cena.
But I can't lie because nobody's perfect. so.
Best face?
is John Cena.
John Cena.
Best face.
I think we all agree on that.
John Cena.
John Cena.
I want to say I don't want to say John Cena because y'all just did it, but yeah, John Cena, dude, couldn't be a bad guy if he tried.
Bro
So
got us all
Yeah,
into
John
wrestling.
Cena. Yeah.
yeah,
100%.
yeah. There's no one else you can say.
Okay, here's a banger for you. Number 12, most overrated and most underrated.
Let's start with underrated because I
got
want
this.
to I
Let me start.
want to boost before
Let me
going
start,
down.
let me start.
You
Okay,
start, go
most
ahead.
overrated is Roman Reigns, and it's a valid
I
reason.
said let's start with underrated.
Now, most underrated, Chad Gable.
Oh,
Yes!
yeah,
Yes!
that's
Are we,
valid.
wait, are we going current time or of all time?
I'm going current.
I want to go current
I
time.
went current.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Current time. Okay. The most underrated superstar, I gotta agree, is Chad Gable. I haven't seen nobody with the amount of skill that dude's got.
Yeah.
Chad Gable's
I
on
agree, Chad
fire, and
Gable's
he
underrated.
needs a push. He needs it so bad.
Most overrated?
Most overrated.
The Rock.
No. The most overrated superstar, in my eyes, is gotta be Roman Reigns. The dude is not that good, I'm telling you. And I'm not just trying to be a hater. Dude is, I've watched him. He is, the only thing he's good at is smack talking. That's only on certain times. And because most of the time he just says the same stuff like this is my camera, this is my ring, and I always hear that all the time. This is my show. You don't come on to my show. I'm like, bro, get new material.
Okay.
But other than that, that's about the only thing he's good at is, in my eyes, is,
He does repeat a lot of stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
He literally called John Cena out for repeating stuff, but look at him.
yeah.
I think the most underrated is either Chad Gable or Ricochet.
That's a
And
good call.
and I think the most overrated is LA Knight.
What I said at the start of this video, this is going to start some arguments.
All right, here we go. Number 13. Do
We're
you
gonna talk
own
about this
you own any merch?
Yes.
Merchandise?
Yay!
I'm first. No, I'm first. Shut it. I'm
He's
first.
in the hot seat.
I am a huge LA Knight fan, and I have the shirt, I have the jacket, and I've got the glasses that say LA Knight on it. I've got all the merch. All of it. Every bit of merch. All I need now is some blue jeans and Timberlands. I can be LA Knight for
I
Halloween.
can put it back.
That's all I got. That's all I need. LA Knight for Halloween. I just need the blue jeans and Timberlands.
Okay, I got both versions of the Daddy's Back shirt for Randy Orton when he returned. I got the Randy Orton jacket that he wore in 2021. I have a Randy Orton Funko Pop. I have a Randy Orton action figure. So, I mean, I don't know if those
Oh,
count
are we
as
going
merch.
action figures?
I don't know if those count as merch, but, I mean,
Hold on.
They
If we're
kinda
going
do.
to action figures, I win with the edge thing. I have like 10 or 12 edges on my wall at home.
Different, all different.
All of them different. Every one.
but I also got a card that's a Randy Orton and John Cena match, like a card with the mat in it.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
I need to say something real quick. Hold on. Before you even say a single thing, you have Matt Cardona merch. You do not have Zack Ryder merch.
This man has an R-Truth autograph.
You do not have Zack Ryder merch. You have Matt Cardona merch. So don't say Zack Ryder.
R-Truth's autograph.
That's pretty good.
R-Truth.
Do you remember when we went to Aaron's and seen Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston?
I've also got.
I don't remember where this
Airborne?
is.
I've also got the American Nightmare pendant. The
Oh yeah, I have a Cody Rhodes
the
shirt.
RK
No, too late.
Bro tag team shirt that says RK Bro 420 says we just smoked your ass.
Let's see.
I think
got
he
the
had
John
all
Cena
of them,
merch.
yeah.
I got a bunch of stuff. I got a WWE title. That's about it. I got some more stuff, but I can't list them
How
all.
did I
But
forget about my own title?
Yeah,
had
I was
United
mixing this
States
up.
Championship.
You got a United States belt and didn't say it.
I forgot about my belt that I got because I got that from Sam because Sam got a new one. So.
all right. Let's see.
Best-
Best mic skills.
Ooh, okay.
I got a couple.
I'm gonna say a few because you can't just throw one out there.
I can name the best.
Yeah.
I can name
Well,
the best, but
Before you say anything, I think we should all do a Mount Rushmore. We should
let's do
on mic
five,
skills,
let's do
mic
five.
skills only, not just like best wrestler. I'm talking about like of mic skills. So do 4 wrestlers for your Mount Rushmore of mic skills.
Okay.
Sam, you go first.
Stone Cold.
Ooh, that's a good one.
John Cena.
Okay, yeah. The ender in one word. Broken only ended in one word.
The Rock.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah.
LA Knight.
Yeah! Yeah!
All right, now Hunter.
I'm still thinking. I got 3. So.
All right, I got mine. I'll cover it for you. I got you. I'm going to say LA Knight first because that's my current guy right now. LA Knight. Easily, hands down, LA Knight. I'm going to say... I'm not going to say the old Edge because old Edge had to have managers talk for him. But, like, I'm talking 2020 Edge and up. Past that, dude, he could talk on a mic. He could get straight into your soul and suck you into what he was saying. I'm going to say The Rock. I'm going to say The Rock. And then I'm going to say Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Dude, have you ever heard his promos? They're so real. It feels like he actually hates that guy. Go listen to Ricky the Dragon. Tell me he doesn't have a good promo.
Yes. All right. So my Mount Rushmore for best mic skills is Randy Orton, John Cena, The Rock, and CM Punk.
That's pretty
Okay, so my 4 best, like my Mount Rushmore of mic skills is Randy Orton, John Cena, The Rock, and CM Punk.
Now, I think I got y'all all beat here.
Okay.
I got some duplicates here, not going to lie. Here's my Mount Rushmore. Shawn Michaels.
Ooh.
Ric Flair.
Ooh, we forgot about it, man.
John Cena.
Uh-huh.
And Randy Orton.
Okay, yeah, that's actually a really good one.
Okay.
In my defense, I did completely forget about CM Punk.
You should have replaced Shawn Michaels or Ric
Favorite
Flair with,
faction.
CM Punk.
Ooh.
No, you can't fucking
Okay.
beat Rick.
Hold on.
You can't beat Ric
Whoa.
Flair.
Favorite
Ric Flair is
faction.
between-
Oh yeah. Go ahead, Ryan. Since you're the co-host.
Favorite faction is, for me, it's going to be the NWO because it was a bigger faction than
I think
any
I'm gonna agree
other
with Jacob
faction.
on this one because I already know what he's about to say.
What?
Go ahead.
Probably the damn bloodline or
No,
something.
D-Generation X.
Okay.
X!
DX was probably the second biggest faction I've ever seen, but NWO, I've talked.
I was Triple H and
Everybody
he was Shawn
wanted-
Michaels when we was growing up.
Everybody wanted in on NWO whenever I was watching. I'm talking, it was like Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Bret Hart. It was like Lex Luger. Anybody you could think of at the time wanted in on NWO. Anybody.
All right, I got like 3 top factions.
You only have one.
I know I'm
You
not.
can have 3.
Nope. You gotta get out.
But okay,
You're out?
my favorite factions would have to be DX, the Shield, and the Wyatt family.
I can't stand the
What
Shield.
order?
Okay.
DX first, the Shield, and then the Wyatt family.
Interesting.
I
Interesting.
like it. I do.
All right, y'all. We're on question 16. Best ring gear.
Did y'all both answer your factions?
Yeah.
I gotta go with one guy, and I swear to God, if anyone says Seth Rollins, I'm mad as hell. That dude dresses like a girl.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like his
My
wife.
favorite
as Woman
guy
said.
with the ring gear is the Macho Man. If you've ever looked at the Macho Man's ring gear, it is just, dude has style. Like it's flair. He's trying to stand out, and it just looks. People don't do what he did. It was so cool.
Okay.
That's
That's
what I
valid.
say.
My favorite ever piece of in-ring attire was when Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania in the golden white attire.
Woo! That was such a good time.
Banger!
You can go ahead, go Sam.
Uh,
No, I'm not saying that.
I don't know.
He's got good style.
I don't
He just
know,
dresses- It's like it's not my taste.
Let's go with Undertaker with the mohawk at WrestleMania when he fought Kane.
What?
Yeah.
What? That wasn't Kane.
Who
he
was
fought
it?
Triple H.
No. Like whenever he had the mohawk, that's when he was cool.
The Buzz Mohawk where he had the 2. That was Triple H.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that
I'm
one.
telling you.
Ah,
Dude,
that was
you got
drip.
YouTube up right there.
That was drip. Okay.
I can't wait to react to that.
Best ring gear, I believe. Like I know it's biased. It's not. It's just opinion, just because like I like sports and stuff. Is I like the Thugonomics one because he would come out with the jerseys and stuff, like the city he was in.
I can get that.
So I like that because of sports. I don't really have like any like fashion icon, but if I was to have one, it'd probably be Macho Man because that man did insane stuff with his ring attire. He did.
Interesting.
Question 17. Who do you think would be the nicest in real life? That's a tough
I've
one.
heard Chris Jericho's a dick.
Big
so.
E.
Chris Jericho is a dick. I've met Chris Jericho. He's an asshole.
Oh, you share a birthday with Big E.
Look, though.
Hey! Happy
Look.
birthday, Big E!
Look, I tried to get Chris Jericho's autograph. I remember meeting him outside. Me and my dad heard that he was in Mississippi, and we tried to meet him. We found where he was at, and I was like, he was like coming out of it. He was signing everybody's autograph, and I wasn't in line. I will admit, I wasn't in line. I was in the wrong. But I was like, can you please get me a picture and sign the autograph? And they was like, no, dude, what do you think this is, a charity? You got to pay for this stuff. And just walked off, and I was like,
Chris Jericho did stuff like that to me, but he didn't like say nothing to me. He just looked at me and kept walking. Ryback was doing like autographs. He was signing people's stuff, but his like people told him to come on. So Ryback probably would have like signed something for me.
so
But-
Chris Jericho was not. That's why he's a good heel though. Chris Jericho's a good heel.
I'd like to change my answer.
I think the
I haven't
nicest.
even given mine yet, bro.
I think the nicest dude that you could probably meet would probably have to be John Cena.
That's a good one.
Wait, what?
He said Hunter said John Cena. I'm still thinking of mine, so y'all go ahead.
I think Randy Orton, like now that he's a family man, but I know I've heard like through all of his biographies and
Some of
everything,
these stories of his bad reputation.
everything when he was like younger, when he was first coming out, everybody said he was just a fucking prick.
You remember the
dickhead,
Cody Rhodes
everything.
story where he ripped the urinal off the wall? Hey, Coach,
He said,
look at this.
Coach, look at this.
Will.
And then they said that then he said it at the interview. I was like, who did it?
it?
Nobody was saying. Randy was like,
I want to know who did it. And Cody was like, this guy's nuts.
All right.
I'd like to change my answer. Oh, I didn't.
Who do you think?
Yeah, you haven't even answered yet.
I'd like to change my answer to
You haven't answered. You can't say
Chad
change your answer.
Gable, because I feel like if you did something nice for him, he'd give you a big old thank you.
I want to go with a heel because I feel like a heel is really a
Roman
nice
Reigns?
guy. No.
Roman
No.
Reigns.
Well, he probably is a really nice guy in real life. That doesn't
Roman
mean I'm gonna
Reigns.
like
I
him.
bet you Jey Uso's a nice guy.
Yeah.
I bet Jimmy's real nice.
I bet Jimmy's it's quite the
Hey,
opposite.
question: are y'all yeet or no yeet?
Yeah, that's the real question.
All right. The nicest guy in real life. Let me think. This is actually kind of hard. It's a lot of people.
Let's pick one.
I'm thinking it's gonna be Damian Priest.
Okay,
I think he's a really good dude in real life.
that's
Like,
solid.
That is a big solid.
I think about he's a really big douche in wrestling. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
He's a prick.
I think Rey Mysterio would be a close to John Cena.
That's good. I didn't even think about Rey Mysterio, but yeah.
Okay.
Where's he been?
Injured. He had like a knee surgery.
Okay,
He
okay.
had like his 6th surgery. On my left
All
knee.
right. Number 18, most hardcore wrestler.
Everyone knows it's Mick Foley, so no one say Mick Foley. That's not fair. Mick Foley's immediately out of the question.
Jeff Hardy.
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh. That's
Jeff
a good
Hardy.
one. Dean Ambrose.
Okay.
I mean, that's a good one, but everybody
Hardcore
goes there.
Holly. I'm just joking. It's Jeff Hardy.
I'm going with Edge.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Hold on.
half the matches that you're talking about, Edge, Jeff Hardy was in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But look,
Yeah.
back the credit with Edge and tell me he's not a hardcore
I mean,
wrestler.
he is a hardcore, but I mean, like I'm saying, both
I
of
mean,
them ran
you want
the
me to
same
pick-
matches.
You want me to pick someone else? I can pick someone else.
No, if you,
I mean,
Edge,
they're
Finn
both
Balor.
great.
Edge is your pick. They're
Finn
great.
Balor at WrestleMania 39 went like a freaking ladder to the head because he missed his arms and it went straight through his arms and hit him straight in the head and fought through a match with 14 staples. in it.
That was legendary.
Dude's hardcore. Like, Finn Balor's got cred behind him.
He should
That
have.
man,
Props.
Randy Orton and Edge, one match, he hurt his arm, and his arm was just like limp, and he
Who?
finished the match.
Randy Orton, he
Oh,
just
yeah.
hated
He
his
just
shoulder.
Yeah,
hit his
But to be fair, that was his own stupidity.
it-
He was slamming the
it-
match. Wham. Oh, shit.
It is his own fault, but you got to give him credit for it. He didn't just call the match and like make Edge
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
He fought through the match
Yeah.
in pain.
Okay. All right. Number.
Hey, man, you were landing on thumbtacks.
Look, I haven't been injured in the middle of a match yet. I don't know how bad it is or what the adrenaline is to fight through it, but if I ever do, I'll let y'all know.
Have you ever? Did y'all answer? Did you
I said
answer?
name or what are we on the most?
All right,
I
or
said
he
Finn
said
Balor
Edge.
Edge.
Okay.
I said
Finn Balor
I said
Edge.
what's Dean Ambrose?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 19. Best storyline and worst storyline.
Best storyline.
The Bloodline's the best storyline
Bloodline.
I've ever fucking seen in
Bloodline.
my life.
Bloodline.
And the worst storyline was the Little People's Court with DX.
That was. I won't say. Look.
That was the funniest.
No, I was about to say. I don't think worst is the right word for that. I think it's funniest. That was a funny ass storyline.
The worst storyline ever was whenever they sat there and made us think that Randy Orton was going to RKO Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for it. It might happen. We don't know. It might. It could still
That
happen.
would be a grace.
It's not over yet. To be fair.
What
The
about
best storyline I'm gonna say is y'all probably don't know this because y'all didn't watch at the time, but I went back in time and watched this. This was at 1999. It was the Undertaker It was the Undertaker, Triple H, and Stone Cold feud. It was the best feud I've ever seen. It had, if y'all can find it, like bits and pieces of it on YouTube, go back and watch it. It's got the best motive behind it ever. And like I can't describe all the details to you, but it was something with like Triple H and them. Triple H and Stone Cold were teamed up and they were disrespecting the Undertaker's wife and stuff, and he was like pissed. And he was like trying to get him in every. It had so much. Like I'm telling you, that's the best storyline in my mind. It was like in the 99 or 2000.
What about the worst storyline ever?
Worst storyline? Let me think. I'm not gonna say Bloodline because as much as I hate Roman Reigns, it's a good motive.
While you think about that, I think that we should.
I'm gonna say the Roman Reigns. I'm gonna say the Roman Reigns versus Edge storyline. Because of one reason. Here's what. Look, I don't care that Edge lost to Roman Reigns. What I care about is that Edge went through everybody at 49 or what was it, 48 years old at WrestleMania or Royal Rumble 2021 and won from the number one spot, and then delivered numerous good promos, numerous good pay-per-views or SmackDown things. You know what I'm talking about? Numerous good promos. Numerous good matches, and then he builds all the way up to Roman Reigns, and he beats him in like 15 minutes. It was the worst fucking storyline I've
What
ever
were
seen.
you saying before while he was talking?
I said that we can finish the video off with our favorite, like our actual Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
But I think that one of another bad storyline.
I want to throw a kick to the Mount Rushmore. We can't use our favorite wrestlers.
Okay.
I want to do that.
That's fair.
I want to see if what we
Well, I
can
mean,
pull
that
off.
just means our favorite wrestlers. So I mean,
Yeah.
got 'em.
I want to see if we can pull it off.
I think that one of the other worst storylines is whenever they've introduced the new World Heavyweight Championship and Edge didn't even win it, and it was all built up for Edge to win that.
The what now?
The
Like
one
the one that Seth Rollins had?
Yeah, and it was all built up
And
for
you
Edge
think
to
Edge
win
should've
it.
won?
Edge should have won it.
Yeah, because at WrestleMania 27, the one I went to where he retired, he didn't lose the belt. He vacated the title, and I do agree with that. And I know that wasn't just because I like Edge, so I do appreciate that. But yeah, Edge should have won that belt. I don't care if he's 40, if he's 49, and had nothing else going for him in his career. He should have won that because he vacated the
It
belt.
definitely wasn't the worst storyline, but it was a massive.
It was a massive
Okay.
mess up.
All right. Number
20.
20.
Last one.
The last question, and then we'll have a bonus question for the Mount Rushmore, without the favorite wrestlers. Favorite championship.
You go first, Sam.
I think we can all say it at the same time.
Spinner belt.
It's WWE
Yeah, we're all
Spinner
gonna say.
belt.
Well, I want to be specific.
Yeah.
I love the spinner belt, but my favorite belt besides the spinner belt, and
Heavyweight championship.
I'm not.
The original
Yeah, not the one Seth Rollins has. I'm talking about the
The
one.
original.
One Edge.
Yes, Edge had the one that
That
Edge
one
had.
was solid.
That
Like,
was in my mind. I didn't even
so
have
many
spinner
people-
belt in my mind.
So many people have held that belt to make it iconic, and I'm not just talking like Undertaker, Edge, Ric Flair, The
Randy
Rock,
Orton,
Triple H, John Cena. So many people have held that belt to make it iconic that it was such a screw up for WWE
It was
to.
the prestige
They did
title.
bring it back, but they brought it back with a new style, and it just doesn't look the same. It does look close, but it's not the same. And that belt is just too iconic. So yes, I'm going with the heavyweight with him.
Okay. And what about you? Are we all agreed?
Spinner belt.
Spinner belt and World Heavyweight
Spinner
Championship.
belt or Heavyweight Championship.
Okay.
All right, bonus question: Mount Rushmore. Sam,
Now-
go.
Mount Rushmore of favorite, not the favorite wrestlers, but without
Good
your
wrestler. It can't be any favorites.
any favorites. Okay. Of all time.
Yeah, Tom.
Okay.
Your favorite wrestler is not John Cena, so you can put John Cena in there.
Your favorite wrestler doesn't exist. Your favorite wrestler doesn't exist.
Because I'm a bandwagon.
Who? No, not even that. Just who's your favorite wrestler and tell me he exists. Tell me there's a record of him now, because there's not.
Oh,
His
yeah.
favorite wrestler is Bork Larson.
Bork Larsner.
I mean, yeah, that guy's real.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Bionicle Bro.
Shut up!
Samuel Draven.
I don't even remember Bionicle Bro being a wrestler. Don't think he ever made a debut.
No, you're right. Mr. Riggedy Roo made his debut in WWE
Pick a real wrestler,
2K23.
damn it.
Okay. Mine is gonna be Triple H. Stone Cold. Yeah. Jeff Hardy.
The alcoholic.
Yeah.
Good choice.
DUI. And then Edge.
Ooh.
Edge.
He picked my. That's a different
Go
story.
ahead and go.
Okay.
Okay, go
You want
ahead.
to go hang up?
Yeah,
All
go
right.
ahead
Yeah.
and go. So, since I can't put Randy Orton in here, it's bullshit. Whole thing's rigged. AKA Funky.
That's not a wrestler.
I was shouting out Funky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shout out Funkster.
But
Funkasaurus. Yeah.
yeah, Funky. But since I can't put Randy Orton in here, I go John Cena, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Edge.
I'm going next because you guys are overlooking one of the biggest wrestlers of history.
I go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going first because you guys are going to be like, oh my God, when I say it. Undertaker.
Okay, that's valid.
See? You guys are like, I'm like, what are y'all doing? Undertaker.
Only relevant for the WrestleManias.
Are you
I'm just joking. Just joking.
just fixing to say, dude, you're going to get a massive backlash.
This is so freaking
So,
hard.
Undertaker, I'm going to go with Chris Jericho. Dude, he's just good all around. He's better as a heel, but he could be a babyface if they
He's in
tried
I can't
to.
even say Chris Jericho. I can't even say him.
What was it? Mount Rushmore WWE characters? It's
Yeah.
of all time. He was in WWE.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
I don't know who that is.
Okay,
He's with-
Undertaker,
Chris
Chris
Stone Cold.
Jericho, John Cena. I want to say The Rock or Stone Cold so bad, but I also don't because that's so predictable.
I'm gonna get
Stone Cold and The Rock's not
Mine's
even in
gonna
mine
be
anyway.
hated. Mine's gonna be hated. Get some hate comments from mine.
I'm
This motherfucker's gonna say, Shaq Raider.
wee.
Yeah, he was so monumental.
Best of all time. I gotta go with Triple H. He's that good.
All right,
He's come on
Feesh.
his back up numerous
All
times.
right, Fish.
Hulk
Somebody take the
Hogan.
spot. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Starting off bold. Hulk Hogan. Then we got Undertaker, dude. Monumental. Edge has got to go up there. And. Can't do him.
He's not your favorite wrestler.
Yeah, he is. He's one of them, so I can't do
He's
it.
one of them. He's not your favorite.
John Cena.
Okay.
Well, no,
valid.
if that means I can pick, if it's just not my favorite wrestler, then no Hulk Hogan. Okay, so we got Shawn Michaels, Triple H. No, that's too close. Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, Undertaker, Ric Flair.
Okay,
Well, he taught Randy too.
that's cool.
Close enough.
All right, guys. We hope y'all enjoyed this podcast. Make sure to hit that like.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that post notification
I
bell.
will be back. Just so you know, this isn't a one time. I will be back. So I can answer questions about wrestling. Any questions y'all got? You know.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all watching. Again, let's thank the boys for having them on. And we'll see y'all later. Like, comment, subscribe, and get some bitches.